Coming out here to water the sheep that are on the solar farm currently, and typically they run out of water about every 2 days. And I see a familiar face at the water tank. The sheep for the most part have been pretty shy over the last few weeks. Here's one of our bottle lambs from last year. She's a mama this year, and I think that's her lamb next to her. But she's standing here. I saw her as soon as she saw me, and she looked really excited, so she's a good girl. Her name's Lilac. Hi, honey. Are you thirsty? Hi, Lilac. Hi, honey. How are you, sweetie? How are you? You need some itches? I don't have any grain today. I'm sorry. Her lamb's such a little chunker. He's huge. Hey, sweet girl. This is actually the first time in quite a few weeks that they haven't been completely out of water when I came to check on them. So there is still some left in both of those tubs. You're so chunky. You're putting all your energy into milk production, huh, Mama? They are filled back to the brim again. I'm just not sure how long the rest of this water in this tub is going to last. We just filled it earlier this week, so they're drinking a lot. You can see the sheep path from the water tub back to where they're currently grazing. They have very distinct paths, similarly to cows. And there they are, way over yonder. We did mob graze this field in the fall, and I know it was the end of the growing season, and they were able to manage it well enough, but you can see in some areas of the solar field it's pretty spotty. Right here, there isn't much growth here, which leads me to believe that this probably was not seeded down as well as other areas of this solar field. But the problem is that our weather in New York didn't really cooperate this spring, and I wanted them out here by the middle of April, and we continued to get snow and very frigidly cold weather up until, I don't know, even the end of May. So as my husband has said, these guys will probably be playing catch up with this solar field for a good chunk of this grazing season. Hi kiddos, how are you? I see you guys are shutting out pretty well. Looking scraggly as per usual. You, my darling, look like a whole different sheep. You were very furry. Now you're not. If anyone is in the market for low maintenance Katahdins, I've got some that would fit the bill. Both males and females. We'll have to build a barn this year if we don't move many of them, because we live in lake effect country. So if we don't have a barn for them to live in, they don't survive the winter. And that's just the reality when you get 4 feet of snow in a very short period of time. But my job here is done. I probably should move on to my next job, which is running to the mill and grabbing some feed and bedding for school and feed for home. And then what do I have to do after that? Figure out what I'm making for dinner tonight and go pick up the boys, and then start doing chores or making dinner or putting laundry away or doing the 100 other jobs in my house that have been neglected, like recording receipts in my Excel spreadsheet. Bye guys. Be good. Eat lots of grass. I am also in search of a relatively tried and true method on how people manage black flies on their sheep. So we have these issues at home, but I don't know, it just seems more noticeable here, and I'm looking for a solution or something that will help them and alleviate the issues that they're experiencing. On my cows, I use Ultra Boss for fly control as needed when it gets really bad, but it's not something I've ever really had to worry about with the sheep, and if there's something I can do to help them, I would love to be able to do that for them. That's our pet Weather. He doesn't have a name yet. If anybody wants to give him a name, he's a sweetie.